These are my 10 favorite Robert De Niro roles. Robert De Niro is one of my generation's greatest actors, or in movie history, period. He's played gangsters, villains, fathers, comedians, cops, and just about everything in between. Today, I'm not ranking what I consider his best movies. I'm ranking my favorite Robert De Niro roles. These are the characters that entertained me the most or stayed with me the longest or frankly just made me enjoy the movie experience that much better. So, with that out the way, let us get started. At 10, we have Taxi Driver, Travis Bickle. Starting off with Travis Bickle from Taxi Driver is not a long shot. I completely understand why many people would have this so much higher. It is one of the most iconic performances ever put to film. De Niro creates a character who is lonely, isolated, and increasingly disconnected from reality. I guess they just hyped it too much so it didn't hit me as hard when I finally saw it. But it's still a great performance. It's not one that I revisit often, especially compared to the others on this list, but I do watch every once in a while. Number 9, Meet the Parents. Jack Burns. Jack Burns from Meet the Parents works because De Niro plays it extremely serious. So it comes out like a high level interrogation comedy. That contrast between comedy and intensity and nervous energy of Ben Stiller creates some very hilarious moments. It is one of the funniest performances of De Niro's career, and it shows that he could be just as effective in comedy as he was in drama. At 8, I have A Bronx Tale, Lorenzo Anello. In a movie filled with larger than life personalities, De Niro gives a grounded performance as a hardworking father trying to guide his son down the right path. Aren't we all trying to do that? There is wisdom, strength, and genuine love in his character. Sometimes the quiet performances leave the biggest impact, and that's what this did. Now, this one's weird, but number 7 is Stardust, Captain Shakespeare. This is probably the surprise entry on my list for most people. Captain Shakespeare is one, if not the most entertaining character De Niro ever played. He plays a gay pirate and plays him well. He is feared. He is something completely different than the mob roles we're used to. He balances comedy, charm, and vulnerability in a role that could have easily been a joke. But instead, he makes the character memorable. Surprisingly, also lovable. At number 6, we have Silver Lining Playbook, Pat Solitano Sr. This performance feels authentic. De Niro plays a father who loves his son but doesn't always know how to communicate with him or show him the love he deserves. There are moments of frustration, humor, stubbornness, and genuine affection. It is one of the more mature performances of Robert's career, And it reminds us that great acting does not always require big speeches or explosive scenes or heavy dialogue. At 5, I have one of my favorite De Niro movies, Midnight Run. Jack Walsh is one of my favorite De Niro movies because it shows how funny he could be. And the chemistry between Charles Grodin and De Niro carry the entire movie. The constant arguments, the frustration, and the growing respect between these two make this a most enjoyable watch, especially for a buddy movie. If you have not seen Midnight Run, you are missing out on De Niro's entertaining performance. Now, at number 4, The Godfather 2. Young Vito Corleone taking on a character made famous by legendary actor Marlon Brando was a nearly impossible task, but De Niro pulled it off. Instead of trying to imitate Brando or being younger Brando, De Niro found the younger version of the character and made him believable. You can see the intelligence, patience, determination that eventually turned this De Niro into the Marlon Brando one and one of cinema's most legendary figures. It is remarkable performance and a worthy Academy Award winner. Now, number 3, Heat, Neil McCauley. I hope I said that correctly. One reason I love this role is how controlled De Niro is. McCauley is calm, professional, and disciplined. Every decision feels calculated. De Niro does not need big emotional outbursts to make the character shine or be compelling. The famous scenes with Al Pacino are legendary, but it is also the quiet confidence of Macaulay that makes the performance stand out for me. Number 2, Goodfellas. Jimmy Conway is amazing, but what makes him amazing? He is likable at first. He's charismatic, confident, and seems like the kind of guy everybody wants to be around. Then, little by little, you start seeing the danger, the cracks in all that. Underneath it all, De Niro turns Jimmy into one of the most memorable gangsters ever put on stream. Every time I rewatch Goodfellas, I do appreciate the masterclass De Niro is giving. My favorite Robert De Niro role, though, is easily Max Cady from Cape Fear. This performance is terrifying. Every scene feels dangerous because you never know what the heck Max Cady is going to do next. De Niro completely transforms his body into a man driven by revenge, obsession, and intimidation. The accent, which killed me throughout the movie, the physical transformation, he was buff as hell, the confidence, the menacing, everything. All of it worked for me. This is Robert De Niro's performance that left the biggest impression on me. I can rewatch Cape Fear constantly. And that's why Max Cady takes my number 1 spot on this list. And now I know that is my list of the 10 favorite De Niro roles. It's subjective to me, it's not law. I know some of these rankings will probably irritate or surprise people, especially where I placed movies like or roles like Taxi Driver. But that is the fun of these lists. They are personal. So now I want to hear from you out there. What is your favorite Robert De Niro role? And what would your top 10 list look like? Drop that in the comments. I do enjoy hearing from you guys, but if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share this video with other movie lovers. This channel is a safe haven for honest movie discussions where the goal is not to tear down movies or pretend every movie is a masterpiece. It is just simply to talk about what worked, what did not, and whether a movie lived up to its expectations. And until next time, keep your expectations realistic and your mind open, and you might actually like the movie you're watching more. Sometimes the movie you least expect ends up being the one you like the most.